We're down here on the floor. We're going to do a brief mobility and stretching routine. We'll need some sort of a towel. A bath towel would work great. You could use a strap as well, but the bath towel works really well and it's super handy. So go ahead and grab that out and set it aside. We're going to get started all the way down onto the floor and onto our backs. Once you're there, move the feet out away from each other and let the toes open to the outsides. And let your arms be away from your body, flipping your palms to face up toward the ceiling. Wiggle the shoulder blades down the back. Close your eyes, long deep breath. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, belly falls. One more. And after that long last exhale, bend up your knees. Wrap your arms around the knees and squeeze in. Place one hand onto each knee. Move the knees wide apart. Draw the knees back together and open out again. Back together, open out again. So keep on with this movement, in and out. And bring your knees back in. Now make circles opposite directions so the knees come in toward each other and then out and away from each other while you're making the circle. As you do these, feel the tailbone lifting away from the ground and then back onto the ground. Reverse the direction. Try to make your circles as big as you can. And back to center, and let your feet come down onto the ground. Stretch your left leg out along the mat. Wrap your hands around the right knee. Pull the right knee toward the right shoulder. So we bypass the rib cage slightly. So the leg is just off to the right a little bit as you pull the knee firmly toward the shoulder. As you do this, start to lengthen through the left leg, pointing your toes of your left leg forward. And then extend the right foot up toward the ceiling, bringing your handhold onto the back of your leg. If your leg is a little bent, that's perfectly fine. We're going to start to make ankle circles. Try to hold the shin still as you do this movement, isolating the muscles of the ankle and foot. Reverse the direction. And then point and flex the foot. And then either bent leg or straight leg, lower it slowly down to the ground. Left leg up, hands around the left knee, pull the left knee toward the left shoulder. So again, you're bypassing the rib cage slightly, angling the leg out to the left so it aims right up to the shoulder. And then push the right leg into the ground, point the toes forward and lengthen through that right leg as you pull the left knee toward the left shoulder. And then extend the left foot up toward the ceiling. Hold on to the back of the leg. No problem if that knee is bent. Ankle circles. Holding the shin still to isolate the ankle and the foot. Reverse the direction. Pointed flex. And then either bent leg or straight, lower that leg slowly down to the ground. Once your leg is all the way onto the ground, point to the toes of both feet forward and sweep the arms behind your head. If there's any shoulder pain here, bend the elbows or don't lower the arms as close to the ground. If there's no pain, then stretch the arms completely, pull the belly in, and reach as far as you can in both directions. Fingers reaching toward the back wall, toes pointing toward the front wall. Stretch yourself out. Keep stretching, keep reaching. And then raise the hands straight up toward the ceiling. And slowly lower the hands next to your sides. Bend up your knees. Move your knees from side to side. Right and left. Freedom of movement. Let your legs flow. Enjoy the feeling of movement. And then release and back to center. All right, grab your towel and we will place it on the right foot. And extend the foot up toward the ceiling. Your left leg can be bent or straight, either way, whichever you prefer. And we're going to lengthen that towel out, so hopefully you can your towel has enough length that you can actually draw the shoulder blades down into the ground. So you have probably a hold of the towel right around the ends, and we're going to draw the shoulder blades into the ground. So you're trying to stabilize the shoulders in order to create a stable position where we can stretch from. So press the shoulder blades into the ground. Start to lengthen through that leg as best as you can. The toes are pulling down. You should feel a little extra stretch in the calf muscle, maybe around the Achilles tendon. Now trying to keep the shoulder blades down into the ground, begin to pull your leg toward your nose, keeping the leg straight. And this might be a 1-inch movement. It's a very small movement. We don't need very much at all. Then you hold there, and when the stretch feels like it's either gone away completely or it's just less of a stretch, then pull your legs slightly deeper into the stretch again. Stretching really is about the nervous system. You're not technically lengthening muscles, you're technically retraining the nervous system. So the best way to help with that is to breathe slowly and smoothly, in and out through your nose. Again, when the stretch sensation goes away, pull yourself a little deeper into the stretch. We're going to hold here for about 10 more seconds. All right, fantastic. Slip the left foot into the towel and slip the right foot out of the towel, letting the right leg come all the way down onto the ground. Resetting, shoulder blades into the ground, left foot is flexed. Start to pull yourself until you feel the first sign of a stretch on this side. And we hold and breathe. And then when you're ready, you pull it in just a little bit deeper. Now, as you move slightly deeper into the pose, make sure that you're not doing that by bending the knee. The advantage of having the towel is that you're able to keep the leg straight. So make sure the leg is as straight as is available to you. And then as you move a little deeper into the stretch, try to keep the leg very straight. At least whatever straight is for you. It's going to be a little different for everybody. But the main point is, as long as you're feeling a great stretch on the back side of your leg. Keep pulling into the stretch. Let's hold here for 10 more seconds. All right. Slip the right foot into the towel again and the left foot back out, so back to our first side. Now this time, hold on to the towel with your left hand. The right hand comes onto the ground, out directly away from the shoulder. Pull your leg toward your nose, so there's a stretch there. So you're coming back to the same stretch we started with, but now you're going to let the leg open out to the left in a twist position. So the towel is helping you keep the leg a little straighter. Just let it fall toward the ground. And it doesn't have to come all the way to the ground. In fact, it's probably better if it doesn't. Now keep that leg as straight as possible. Again, the towel makes this hopefully available to you. Keep breathing. And slowly work your leg back up to the start position and switch hands. Now the right hand comes onto the towel. The left arm reaches out away from the left shoulder, and take the leg out to the outside toward the right. Steady breathing. If you need a little more stretch, try pulling the leg a little closer toward the shoulder so it stays close to the ground, but you just pull on the leg to get that little deeper stretch. We'll slowly come back up to the start, and we'll switch legs for the last one. Left foot into the towel, right leg comes onto the ground. Hold the towel in your right hand only. The left arm reaches out away from the left shoulder. That helps to stabilize the upper body. Lengthen that leg as best as you can. Pull the leg into a stretch, and then slowly take the leg across to the twist. Once you're in the twist, and again, the foot does not need to come all the way to the ground. In fact, it's probably better if it doesn't. See if you can pull on the leg a little bit to give yourself that deeper stretch. Now make sure you're breathing smoothly. Send a calming signal to your nervous system. And take your leg back up to the start and switch hands. Left hand holds on to the towel. Right hand reaches out away from the shoulder. Open the leg out to the left. And again, keep the leg from coming all the way to the ground. You're going to pull on that leg so the leg comes a little closer toward the shoulder to deepen that stretch. Stay with your steady breathing. Pulling into the stretch. And then release and work yourself back up to center and release that leg. Set the towel aside. Stretch out your legs. Bring your arms onto the ground, out away from the shoulders, right where we started. Closing the eyes. Long, slow breath. And when you're ready, bend up your knees, wrap the arms around the legs and squeeze in. And you're welcome to stay down here on the floor as long as you like. You could repeat that stretch if you'd like to do a little bit more, or perhaps just lie on the floor and allow your body to receive the benefits of your stretching work here today.